We're working on a big team project and everybody is pulling their weight except for one person. What do I do about the slacker?
You've got to change your mental kind of attitude about this. As a manager, you have to not label people slackers. You have to more think about, my job as a manager is to find out how I can support them, help them do better.
Probably best not to call them a slacker directly then.
Not to their face.
So I do want to address the issue though. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to approach them and I'm not sure what to ask them.
Well, really the best way is to come at this from a perspective of I'm trying to learn, I'm curious. So that's the first approach. In answer to the question, what should you say, is try and link an observable behavior to what they're not doing on the job. So for instance, Jane, I noticed that during our last meeting with our team, you had your head down, you were on your iPhone, you were writing notes or doodling. Can you talk to me about what's happening? Because normally when we're engaged in a meeting one-on-one, you're very active, you're very engaged in conversation. So you're linking a behavior with something that's slipping in their performance.
What's the danger of not doing anything? I mean, if the project is being completed, deadlines are being met, why should I care? I don't want to rock the boat.
Right, you should care, primarily because the team members who are pulling their weight, they've already been noticing this, and that's a huge danger for your team. Those high performers can leave, go elsewhere in the organization, work for another team, or even worse yet, go to another competitor. And you don't want that to happen because you're not addressing this one team member.
In summary?
So in summary, the first thing you want to do is change your mental perspective on this, right? He or she is not a slacker. They're just, something's happening, you need to figure out what it is. The second part is link observable behaviors with a slip in performance so that when you address that person directly, you can say, I'm just checking in with you based on what I see. The last thing is make sure that you have a clarification of expectations. So when the employee leaves, you're able to say, remember, this is kind of what we agreed to as far as team performance goes. And when you move forward, you have that as a benchmark always.